Trigonometry, special angles. 5 special angles in the first quadrant are 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. These are represented using the fingers as thumb, 0 degrees, first finger, 30 degrees, second finger, 45 degrees, third finger, 60 degrees, and the last finger, 90 degrees. Trigonometric ratios. Now, sine beta is evaluated as roots of the number attached to the finger over 2. The numbers attached to the fingers are: for the thumb with angle 0 degree, we attach a number 0. The first finger with an angle of 30 degrees, we attach a number 1. The second finger with an angle of 45 degrees, we attach a number 2. The third finger with an angle of 60 degrees, we attach a number 3. And the last finger with an angle of 90 degrees, we attach a number 4. Now, upon substitution of the values of beta from 0 to 90, we are going to get the sine of each angle, starting with sine 0. Sine 0 now becomes root of 0 over 2, which gives 0 over 2, which gives 0. Sine 30 degree now becomes root of 1 over 2, which gives 1 over 2. Sine 45 degree now becomes root of 2 over 2, while sine 60 becomes root of 3 over 2. And finally, sine 90 becomes root of 4 over 2, which gives 2 over 2, which gives 1. In similar way, sine beta can be evaluated as the root of the number over 2. However, we would reverse the numbers attached to the fingers so that the thumb with angle 0 now becomes 4. The first finger with angle 30 degrees now becomes 3. The second finger with angle 45 degrees now becomes 2. While the third finger with angle 60 degrees now becomes 1. And the last finger with angle 90 degrees now becomes 0. The result obtained in substituting the appropriate values of beta and the numbers respectively is similar to those obtained in the cosine curve, and it is spelled thus: cosine 0 degree now becomes root 4 over 2, which is 2 over 2, which is 1. Cosine 30 degree now becomes root 3 over 2. Cosine 45 degree now becomes root 2 over 2. Cosine 60 degrees now becomes root 1 over 2, which is 1 over 2. And finally, cosine 90 degree now becomes root 0 over 2, which is equal to 0. We take an example to illustrate how to apply these techniques. Evaluate sine 75. Sine 75 is similar to sine bracket open 45 plus 30 bracket close. So solution, we'll say sine 75 is equal to sine bracket open 45 plus sine 30 degrees. Apply the identity sine A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Get your values of sine A and cos A and sine B and cos B using either a combination of the graph or the hands. This gives sine 75 to be equal to sine 45 is root 2 over 2 times cos 30 is root 3 over 2 plus cos 45 is root 2 over 2 and sine 30 is 1 over 2. This gives sine 75 to be equal to root 2 over 2, which is common, comes outside the bracket, leaving root 3 plus root 1 all over 2 inside the bracket. If we expand with root 2 over 2, we'll have root 6 over 2 plus root 2 over 2 all into 1 over 2. And this finally gives root 6 over 4 plus root 2 over 4. Our final answer reads root 6 plus root 2 all over 4.